What's up, Booktube? I am Mia and you are watching my channel Select Pages, and I'm here today with my November wrap up. Very happy Vlogmas to you guys today. It is officially day 4. No, I believe it's day 5. This is day 5 of Vlogmas here, and I'm doing so well. I'm so proud of myself. I'm like, I got the momentum up and we're still in week 1, but that's cool. That's great. That's awesome. Anyways, I'm here to do my November wrap up with one book that I read in October, but we'll get all into that into the discussion here, or whatever it is that you want to call it. I have Sky here. She's going to keep me company here in this video, and if she doesn't behave, I'm going to just, you know, boot her out. But let's see if she behaves herself today. You going to behave? Shh. Stop. Behave. Cool. Okay, so jumping right in, let's do this. The first book that I read, like I said, I did read one book in October, and I planned it that way. I was only going to read the one book, and that is Tower of Dawn by Sarah J. Maas. Of course, I was reading this to get ready for Kingdom of Ash, before I knew that Kingdom of Ash was going to be like 1,000 pages. So I'm not going to be reading that anytime soon, but I did have to catch up and finish this story. I gave this book a 3-star. It was okay. I definitely liked it more so than Empire of Storms, I'll tell you that much. Kale is one of my favorite characters. I don't like what Sarah J. Maas did to him after a while. She kind of made him like a patsy to me, whiny and everything, but he's always going to probably still be one of my favorites. He goes through a complete journey in this book. You know, he lost the use of his legs in the last book, and this one here is pretty much him trying to regain that. Once again, the romance was like, why? Where the hell did they even come from? I don't get it. I tell you one thing about Sarah J. Maas characters, they get around, okay? It's like everybody's always hooking up with somebody, and I'm not even going to mention too much of it because I know a lot of people are still trying to catch up with the series, so I don't want to mention too much about it. But yeah, I gave it a 3. It was okay. Yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say about it. So definitely an okay book. So the book that I read in November, I read 3 books in November, which is pretty decent considering that I was doing Nano at the same time also. But the first book that I read was Awkward Black Girl by Issa Rae, and this is what I thought was going to be a self-help book at one time, but it's actually just about her experiences growing up and in her own witty, sarcastic, and funny ass way. This book had me laughing out loud like the whole time. Like the story she was telling was like genuine stuff that you can remember doing, I guess, like high school and middle school, and if you was like part of a family that was always moving and trying to make new friends and things of that nature. So she just put like a comedic spin on it, which was really cool. I gave this book 3.5 stars. And that's only because it was really close to a 4, but only because it didn't go into how she got into her web series, Awkward Black Girl, on YouTube, and all the other like writing and production and video production stuff that she does, which is okay because, like I said, this book was more geared toward her past of how she became that. But you know me, I like a full rounded story. Like, how did you get the inspiration to even do the web series and branch out from there? And you can totally Google it, which I did, you know, different interviews of her explaining that and talking about it. So it wasn't like a big like letdown, but I just kind of wish it was in the book because I like to like reference stuff like that on hand versus having to do a Google search for it. But other than that, I thought it was very good, very entertaining. Like I said, 3.5 stars, closer to 4, but yeah, we're gonna stick with there. The next book was my first buddy read, okay, and I read this over with Talia over in Bookish Paradise, and I'm going to leave her information below because she is so awesome and sweet. And if you guys are not watching and subscribe to her, click off right now, subscribe to her, and then come back and finish this video. But we read The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue by Mackenzie Lee, and this was another book that I gave a loose 3 to. And if you've been watching my channel, you'll know that I have For my 3-star ratings, I have a loose 3 or a hard 3 or solid 3. I even forgot what I called it. But a loose 3 was, I liked the book, it was okay. And a solid 3 was like, I really, really liked the book, but yet it wasn't a 4-star read, but I really did enjoy it. This was a loose 3, meaning that, like I said, I liked it, it was okay. I could have done without it though, which was really surprising because this book was like very hyped up on BookTube. Like everybody loved it. I really liked the beginning. I think the beginning was very strong. I was very into the characters. I was into the story. I was all hyped up for the shenanigans that they was going to get into. And then it just kind of just lost its place from there. They started introducing, you know, ambassadors and pirates. And I was just like, where the hell is this story going? There's a leaf blower outside. I can't believe of all the times I didn't want to come by with the leaf blower. I've been home all day, of course, right? That's my luck. So if you guys hear that in the background, let's just try to ignore it when I get back to my freaking wrap up. But anyways, like I said, loose 3, there was just so much stuff that was going on. Once we got to like the second half of the book that I felt like was completely unnecessary, that was just like, why? Like, I think the author was trying to make it so hyped and adventurous, and they're getting into all of this trouble when basically all I wanted was a story about 3 friends exploring Paris together before they get shipped off to their separate boarding schools, or you know, whatever it is that they was going to decide to do after high school, pretty much. And that was not what this was. I did plan on reading the Ladies Guide right after this, but to be honest, I was kind of put off by it. And then secondly, not a lot of people like the Ladies Guide, so I still plan on reading it, just not anytime soon. But yeah, loose 3 for the Gentleman's Guide is what it is. So the last book that I read in the month of November was another buddy read, and I read this with 2 awesome booktubers. That's Jess over in Bowties Books and Princess over in Castle Library, and I had a blast buddy reading this with them because I like flew through the book. Yeah, I think I was the first one to finish, and everybody was, yeah, I was like, okay, I'm ready to discuss it, and it wasn't finished yet, but that's okay. But that is Girls of Paper and Fire by Natasha Ning. I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name right, but this was another loose 3 for me, which I know I'm in the minority on this because a lot of people love this book on this in the community, but it wasn't for me. I loved how it was written. I loved the concept of the story. I just think it was executed meh to me. We follow Lee, who's not supposedly, but she was pretty much taken from her hometown to be part of the concubines for the demon prince, which is a concept that I love. Like, they was all like kind of like humanoid. You had like the demon cast, the steel cast, and the moon cast, something like that. If you read the book, you know what I'm talking about. And basically they were, Lee and a bunch of other girls were selected to be the king's concubines. And in this book, it's supposed to be like something that you're bred for, that like your parents pretty much like sell their house just for you to become a paper girl, which was like, I thought was like a cool concept. Not cool, but I thought it was an interesting concept. But Lee as a character to me was just, I don't know, I don't even want to say she was boring or not. She was just okay and annoying. I found Lee to be very annoying. The stuff that she would do and how she would react, sometimes even the way that other characters treated her was just like, okay, I don't get it. Maybe because I didn't understand what made her so special yet. Like, to me, literally the only thing that we knew that was different between her and all the other girls that was chosen is that she had gold eyes. Okay, but what about her? And maybe because I read the book so fast, it probably just went right over my head. Maybe I just didn't get it. Who knows? But to me, I don't think there was nothing special about her at all. Plus, the relationship between her and one of the other characters was just like another why. It seemed very forced to me. I was just like, why are they even together? When did their relationship even blossom? Like, I would rather have insta love than to have that relationship in this book. I'm just saying. I'm not going to get too much into it because I do plan on doing a full review of this. I'm just trying to wait for Jessie and Princess to both finish the book, and then I'll probably post a spoilery review on here, just because I don't think I can discuss this book without spoiling a lot of stuff, and I don't want to hold back a lot of thoughts about this book. And like I said, and I didn't hate it, I enjoyed it. It was okay. I think November was just the month of it was okay reads, but there you have it. Those were the books that I read in November, and my little one that I read my little one, and the other one that I read in October. Okay, so as always, you guys, thank you so much for watching. If you read any of these books, let me know down in the comments so we can have a discussion about them. Let me know what you think, and anything else that you want to talk about. Oh shoot, it's the comment section. Let's partay. That's enough, I'm being silly. But thanks for watching. Subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, loves.